Hello, I'm back to decorate covers. I did have some more things here that Sarah sent. I just did a video showing what she sent me in Happy Mail the other day. And I had taken these out because I thought I might possibly use them for decorating these covers. So there's this strip of heart lace, this piece, which is extremely unusual. Love it. This trim, piece of fabric, and some strips of fabric. Just some small little pieces. And these are strips. So I have them over here. I don't know if I'll use them for decorating, but I have them. I went to Walmart today just to get some Fabri-Tac because I was kind of at a standstill. I had some Elaine's tacky glue or something like that that somebody had given to me. It's actually this. Such a mess. I threw it in the garbage. It was old and really, really, really thick. And I tried thinning it with water and kind of slapping it on with a foam brush. And it took forever to dry. And right here, it must have been extra thick there because it's discolored. So, it works really well. That stuff is glued down. So if I had a new bottle of Elaine's, I'm sure it would be good. But I thought I would just cover that up with a patch of chenille. I have 2 signatures sewn into this book, but not the third one yet, so I'm not going to glue that down yet. So this cover, I think, is, I might want to put a little piece of trim there. This is cut from an old vintage cloth calendar. I don't know how old, maybe from the 70s. Maybe not even that old, but I meant it to go underneath the bingo card, but I had already glued the bingo card with the Elaine's and it was stuck down really good. So I might want to put a little trim there. Or a little piece of chenille. So I'm happy to have my Fabri-Tac. So as you can see, this was this plain kind of cover, just a very tiny design, which is pretty. But I decorated it with a vintage bingo card, a piece of old tablecloth. This is a piece of patchwork, vintage patchwork. This polka dot, all of this was one piece. Well, they were sewn together. The calendar and pom-pom. And then I put chenille on the binding, on the spine. So let's see what else. We have this Tom and Betty book. None of these are sewn together. I'm not feeling well. I'm coming down with a cold. My back hurt my back 2 days ago, and it's finally getting to where I can do more. I can actually sit on the couch without too much pain. Have to be careful standing up again. But now I'm coming down with a cold, so I'm thinking if I get things all set that I can just relax and just sew signatures into books and watch a movie or something. So this one I certainly don't want to cover up the cover. I used this kind of yellowish tan color with some rust because I thought it brought out the orange colors in that, and I really like the way that looks. And then this ribbon was perfect for it. Matched that perfectly. So I don't want to cover that, and I just want to put a little something on it. I put corners on it because the corners were frayed, but I thought maybe I would just glue this on. This has a little girl on the back, which is really cute, but I don't really like it just like that, so I think this is where I was going to put it, up there. Just a little decoration. I want to put something behind it though. Let me think. know. If I had my little pieces of colored burlap, I could put just a little bit of burlap behind it. I'm not sure where I put those burlap pieces. Oh, I've got this one. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like it like that. I think if I just put glue on this, then the glue will seep through the burlap and hopefully hold it on. I'll put a little on here. And I think that's enough for that book. This book, I chose this fabric because I like the colors with the colors that are on this book. This book, I think it said up the road slowly, but there isn't much room for the word the there, but it looks weird with just up road slowly. So I thought I would just do a little collage up here with an old flinch card. And this label, I just purchased another set of labels from Roxy Creations. I love labels. I'm really having a love affair with labels. But, oh, I'm bumping the camera, sorry. She has a new set. I think she called it blues and greens, but the blue from my printer looks more purple, which is perfect for this. So I'll put that there. It just says number. And then I have this lilac and aqua yo-yo. And of course I still want the house and the birch tree to be shown. So I think that's quite enough for that one. Maybe it said up a road slowly. I don't remember. But whatever, it doesn't look right now. But we're making it look right. I had agreed to speak at an event at my church. It's the first time they've done it. It's called Mug and Muffin, where they had everybody brought a mug, a coffee mug from their own home, and then they gave prizes out if you had specific things on your mug. It was kind of cute. I didn't bring a mug because I forgot, and I don't drink tea or coffee anyway. But anyway, it was a very nice event. We sang a song and there's various things, but they had asked me to be the speaker. So I did that today, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go because I could hardly move yesterday with my back. But I had to stand for a lot of it. I couldn't sit during it was like 2 hours, and my speaking part was only 15 minutes, I think. 15-20 minutes is all. So I had to get up and stand sometimes. But other than that, I did pretty well, but I knew I was getting sick too. So this is the Young and Field Literary Readers. I used the same fabric as I did on the last one that I just did. And I thought I would just put some yo-yos on there because I don't want to cover that. So I think that's enough decoration. I bought the yo-yos from 2 different Etsy sellers. I've had them for quite a while. Sometimes I forget I have them. They're in a little drawer by my sewing machine, so I don't always remember them. And I also bought some at a yard sale last year, so I have quite a few now. You picking out which cover you want to try to order when I put them in my shop? Now this one is more plain. It's a Reader's Digest, so I have more things that I picked out. This is a piece of tablecloth, a vintage tablecloth, and I zigzag stitched around it just to give it a little definition. This is a piece of the chenille that Sarah just sent me. I love the blue gingham, and it's got little white tufts on it. And this is a piece of the patchwork part that I had glued onto the first book. So this is just a piece that got cut off. Put that down there, and then I have some yo-yos. I didn't have my glue yesterday, so I was just making the compositions. So that's why I was all prepared for this. Had the pieces all picked out. And before I went to my speaking thing, oh sorry, I went to Walmart and got the glue. I hate going to Walmart on a Saturday, but it wasn't too bad. Oh, I wanted to put something along the edges too of that. I didn't on all of, whoops, I didn't on all of these. I might want to. I'll do that before I do any more on this. Just looking at color options. Maybe some rickrack. There's another vintage label I can keep. Yeah. With all the other colors going on, I think it's nice to have a white there. Whoops, I forgot. I already put the glue on this. I better get this down here. using 3 yo-yos because I like to do things in odd numbers. Looks better that way. My fingers are covered in glue. Need to put some on the inside too. Well, we'll have 3 shades of green here. How about that? That's fun. I haven't done anything to the inside covers. Doing 5 books at the same time is a lot. Let's see who's texting me. After the mugs and muffins thing at church, the youth group had planned to go to the homes of people, the older people, or in my case, the widows, to do yard work for them, whatever needed to be done. And so my son is a youth group leader, and they came here first, and they had I think 8 kids, and it ended up with 4 adults. Started out with 2, but then 2 more came and joined them. So there was a big crew here, and they did some weeding for me and cut down some stuff I needed cut down behind the garage, and they moved some pavers to where I needed them. And then I was really excited about this. They went down cellar and took my cans and boxes for recycling. My cellar was getting full of boxes. My son said, "You are not allowed to shop on Amazon anymore." I said, "Well, that's where I do most of my shopping, and that's where your Christmas present came from." He's like, "Okay, carry on." But that was great. My grandson was one of the teens here. He's 12. He'll be 13 next month. But he's part of the youth group, and so he was here helping too. So that was nice. Once that's really dry, I'll just trim a little of the excess off of that. Okay. So, where are we at now? That's all the decorating on the covers. I just didn't put anything along the edges of this one. So let's see what we need to do here. I can use this white rickrack. I think I need something wider because this part ended up being wider than this part. So I want to cover up that discrepancy. Maybe that one would be pretty. Yeah, I think I like that color. love a new bottle. You don't have to shake and squeeze. It just comes right out. That's perfect. My mother went with me to the mugs and muffins thing, and that was nice to have her there. They talked about Mother's Day too, because Mother's Day is coming up next week. But it wasn't a specifically Mother's Day thing. But it was nice to have my mother there with me. She's very proud of me. And one of my friends came from about 45 minutes away to come hang out with me and hear me speak. Okay, I think that takes care of that. Now all I have to do is make my little templates for sewing in the signatures, and then I can go relax, put my feet up, watch a movie, and sew a whole bunch of signatures in. Might not be able to do it all in one day. My fingers might get sore. It was really hard. Well, I still have one to do. For some reason, it's hard pulling it through this chenille, even though it's not coming through those. I had a hard time pulling the needle up through there. So I got one more signature to work on there. But I'm really loving these books. I really want to make one for myself. So I don't know when I will, but I think I'll use this book to make one for myself. I was going to do it, like get my mom's Mother's Day journal done and then do that one real quick for me. But I have another project that I need to have done by the 15th. So, I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I will be back to show you the finished products when I have them all done. I have, like I said, I have to sew the signatures in, and then I have to fill all the little tuck spots and pockets that are in these journals. And I have lots of stuff to fill them with, so these will probably be packed. It's not that there's a lot of pockets. There are enough. But I just want to fill them up. Like this little bag here. I want several pieces inside that. You have lots to play with. I gave lots of space inside for growth. So there's room to put lots of things in the pockets to fatten it up a little bit. And then hopefully there'll still be room for you to add stuff too. Alright, I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to get to work putting these things together. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.